go to the dark room now. Not when she's around. I must stay as far away from her as possible. I could go to the cemetery instead to find out whether Martha really was pregnant or not.
Hey there, everyone. This is Jeffrey with Killaskila Gaming, and welcome back to Martha is Dead. Previously, we had quite the set of information dropped on us. We found out that Martha was never deaf. She only pretended to be to survive their mother. And we also learned that she was pregnant with our boyfriend's baby. And she wanted to trade in her life so that we could take her place. And so she was kind of she essentially pretended to be us, so that we could take over and have the life that she felt we deserved in place of her. So we're going to get back to this. We left off in the middle of a chapter because I skipped over the story stuff for now, but we're going to dive right into it and head towards the end game. So the first thing we're going to do is actually phone numbers, but we got to get the telegram, the mail.
Dear Mrs. Irene K., following your call, we have received a telegram from Dr. D. Your request has been accepted. As soon as the police station issues authorization, we will send for the girl. While we wait, to avoid the girl taking any extreme actions, as per the fears you have expressed, we ask that you trust in the advice of her treating physician. I thank you for your generous and charitable donation to our institution. Director S. Volterra Psychiatric Hospital. Telephone 0782. Now that she has discovered everything, she wants to lock me up in an asylum. Or maybe even worse. She wants to kill me and have everyone believe it was suicide. She is preparing all the finer details.
Yep. Makes a lot of sense as far as to what we've learned about their past. I think this is the first time we've seen this room like this. Of course, Martha's body has been in here. Did we already read this, right?
Commune of San Casciano. Province of Florence. Death certificate. From the Register of Death Certificates of this commune, number 174, part 3. Series 12 of the year 1944. It is certified that on the day of the 16th of July of the year 1944, Julia K. has died. Resident of Villa Perchabaya, born in La Romola. On the 26th of February 1923, the daughter of General Erich K. and Irene K. Don Attilio D. will give the funeral, and the esteemed Mr. Alberto M., who will look after the burial in the cemetery of La Romola. Telephone number 6537. The official state civil service. General Galeazzo T.
Alright, so we got some numbers to call, and I got some notes for us to go through with it. So we're going to start with Donatilio 6938. I can't really see the notes on here, so 6 9 3 8.
Yes, hello. This is Donatilio.
Lapo.
Father, you must bring justice for Lapo. You know it wasn't really him who killed Martha.
I know that it wasn't Lapo, and your father already knows this. Believe me. But I can't do anything. These are dark times, my dear girl. Come to see me soon, and we will talk about it.
I'm trying to think of what exactly he is to the family. I'm forgetting. Okay, we had the access to the doctor, or we've had the doctor's number for a while, and I think we can finally call him. 6593. 6, 5, 9, 3.
Lavramala Doctor's Surgery. How may I help?
Act as yourself.
Hello, it's Julia Kay.
Please wait a moment. Doctor, it's that strange girl, Irene's daughter.
I hear you.
Hi, Julia.
Yes, it's me, Doctor. It's Julia. Excuse me for...
Don't worry, Julia. You needn't be ashamed. How are you? Any chest pain?
Good.
I'm okay, Doctor. The pain is almost gone. But Mother seems to be getting ill again. I mean, in the head, basically. I saw that she is taking that medicine again. Pervitin, I think.
Irene is very shaken by everything that's happening. But I don't think there is any need to worry. I saw her recently and she's doing well, all things considered. Pervitin was made illegal in Italy a few years ago now, so I wouldn't have prescribed it to her. But they say that it is still used in the army. Maybe they could give you some information at the German command. I must go now, Julia. I will come to see you soon.
I don't have the German command's number, but I'm sure it won't be hard to find amongst Father's things. Perhaps in his study?
No, we have it. We tried calling it. I'm not sure what Pervitin is. Never heard of that one. I want to say something for anxiety, maybe. Okay, 1185 for the German command. 1, 1, 8, 5.
Command of San Vincenzo Artori, identify yourself.
Act as your mother.
It's Irene Kay, wife of General Edic Kay. I need some information concerning Pervitin.
Please wait a moment. What is it, Mrs. K? Would you like us to send you more Pervitin via your husband?
Side effects.
I wouldn't know, madam. We give it to the soldiers and they are very satisfied with it. The guys carry out night watches far more effectively. They also manage their hunger better and are far more active. We have, however, seen a few signs of anxiety and cardiac arrhythmia, but only a few. We think these are unrelated to the use of the drug, though.
Okay, so I'm thinking that maybe that's an amphetamine or something then. 1 second. I want to see what that is. Okay, yeah, literally what I said. Methamphetamine specifically, so the worst one it could be. So asylum, we just got the letter 0782. Seven. 8, 2.
Volterra Psychiatric Hospital. How may I help you?
Request information.
Hello, we recently requested the admission of Julia Kay to the hospital. I just wanted to know whether it would be possible to cancel the request.
I'm sorry, but the request was issued by the municipality where you reside, madam. Any revocation of the request should be passed by them. Only they can decide whether to approve of the cancellation or not. Have you already received the telegram confirming that we have taken charge of the request?
Lie.
No, I haven't received any telegram.
Then you must hurry. If you go to the town hall and discuss the issue with them, they can approve the cancellation. Thank you. Goodbye, madam.
That's not good. Okay, one more number. The town hall. 6922. 69. Sorry.
Hello, this is San Casciano Town Hall reception. With whom are you hoping to speak to?
Ask about admission.
I would like information regarding a request for admission to Volterra Hospital.
Please hold the line, madam.
Yes, hello?
Request information.
I would like some information regarding the request for admission of Julia Kay, my daughter, to Volterra Hospital.
Yes, madam. The hospital confirmed recently that it will be sending its own staff to your house for the admission. The matter is no longer in our hands.
Say goodbye.
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 Okay, so guess there's nothing we can do about that. I was gonna point out, like, way earlier on in the first episode, does anybody remember phones like this? I haven't seen them in a while now, but the house I'm living in used to be my grandma's, and she used to have a wall phone, a wall-mounted phone like this. And we even had a rotary phone here too. I think it worked, but I think they were on the same line. So I just thought that was kind of funny. I never learned how to use the rotary phone, but I did learn how to use one of these. It's a little weird when you're not used to it, but they're kind of interesting. Okay. So I think the only thing left for us at this point is to go check Martha's body. There is more phone stuff we have to do. There's one more call we're going to need to make later, which will finish the trophy line for that. Actually, let's see. Is there anything else I'm forgetting? Strange notes. Go to the cemetery. Yeah, okay. Still don't have the keys for the room. Yep, see, Donatello is not finished. I still like the haberdashery. Develop the photo, which we can't do quite yet. It's got to be late in the day, right? With more, I think I even mentioned the golden hour when I was playing previously. I don't know if I left it in or not. So, the graveyard, as I mentioned at an earlier point, is just straight up the road. We haven't gone that far yet.
Martha is in the family crypt. That place is scary.
I imagine.
I don't remember, but Nanny told me we used to go there when we were kids, to see who was brave enough to go down the stairs. No one would ever go further than the first 2 steps. Now Martha's down there, alone, in the dark. She must be frightened. The crypt is here.
That was the white lady. I don't know if you can all hear that.
Not now.
I have a feeling we're going to need bolt cutters. Can't imagine where I got that idea.
Let's hope the caretaker isn't around. That man gives me the creeps.
Yeah, and he's kind of a jerk. Is that the raven? I always like cemeteries. One of my friends, she likes going to abandoned cemeteries. Lapo. I mean, we have a lot of those around here, so... In fact, I
should water
mentioned...
the plants. No one will do it. The caretaker clearly doesn't care.
The friend I mentioned in the previous episode, her and I, we used to go to some of them. Oh, this is probably the caretaker.
This door is locked, but I must get in. Maybe I can find something around here to break the lock.
Oh, maybe not. Ah, there we go.
Now that I have filled the watering can, I can water the plants.
Can I get the wood cutters too? Nope, I cannot.
Lapo, if you were in front of me, what would I say to you? That I'm angry because you were sleeping with Martha? No, I'm not angry. I'm sorry that you kept everything hidden from me. It stings a little, perhaps, but faced with your loss, everything is now meaningless. I'm happy that they buried you here. We'll be neighbors. I knew that Daddy would allow it even if you were fighting with the partisans. For him, this war is a stranger as it is for me. Goodbye, Lapo. We will meet again soon.
So Dad's not drinking the Kool-Aid.
It's time to look for Martha.
That's one of the things I was considering previously, was whether he was really in on this or not. And I was comparing it to It's a Wonderful Life, because kind of a similar concept. Granted, different, way different take on the situation, but it's got its similarities.
These are perfect for breaking the lock. I should hurry before the caretaker comes back.
Yeah, she didn't seem like a nice one. So I kind of accidentally stumbled across this. This must be it.
Everyone takes a side. I find myself siding with my family, but I'm not sure whether it is right. Enough. I can't go on like this any longer. I can't go on pretending nothing happened. My family was slaughtered by these dirty Nazis. My daughter wasn't even buried, and I had to bury that half-blood instead. An Italian family that got cozy with the dirty Germans. Bastards, that's what they are. What am I supposed to do with my life now? I want to end it, but not without taking a few Germans down with me. You won't see me anymore, but you will hear about me. Long live the resistance. Viva Italia. Instructions for the automatic telephone machine. For example, if you wish to call the number 0573, pick up the telephone from the hook and bring the receiver to your ear. You will hear a continuous tone. Firstly, place your index finger in the hole displaying the number 0.
Really?
Turn the disc clockwise until it stops. Let the disc return freely to its resting position. Repeat the same steps for the numbers 573.
I think we've already figured out how to do that. Oh, it's super dark in here. Oh, skin. Okay, that's what we needed the key. I was going to say it's kind of a weird place for a crypt. Okay. Oh, that one's got a handle. Hermit. Enter the family crypt. So this wasn't straight across the way, because I'm probably going to edit this a little bit. This is to the right of the main entrance when we came in. I was just doing a lap around to see.
I can see why we were scared as children. It's a rather gloomy place.
Oh, I think it's kind of pretty. Okay, so just a heads up. This is a pretty gruesome scene. So, buckle up. You might want to skip ahead if you don't want to see this. It's something.
May God forgive me for what I'm about to do. I also pray that you, Martha, will forgive me. It was true. Martha was pregnant. Pregnant with a deformed fetus with 2 heads. Twins again. They always said that it ran in the family. I was all the more shocked. I was doing things that I had never done before. I do not know what force was moving me. I became unstoppable. I decided to photograph the horror as evidence to show my mother and to everyone. Who knows why?
Would you do that? Would you? Okay. There we go. Okay, lighting is good. There we go.
Enough now. I will torture you no longer. I will come back to fix you, and I will stay and take care of you. We will spend so much time together. I love you, Martha.
I don't know exactly how she plans to fix that, but.
Doctor, I must thank you for your help. I wouldn't know what to do without you. Even our own dear Donatello seems to not understand the situation.
Irene, please. Consider the idea of leaving Italy as your husband suggested. It would be better for everyone, especially for the girl.
I fear that nothing will make her better. Her father doesn't want to accept it. I believe that hope is long gone.
I agree, but in Germany there are better treatments in specialized clinics. The asylum is a temporary solution, just to ensure that she doesn't do anything foolish. But it's a nightmarish place. You know that all too well. You cannot possibly want this for your daughter.
Of course I don't. But what can I do? She is a danger to herself, to us, to everyone. One of Eric's guns has also disappeared. She must have taken it. Who else could it have been? I am so scared, Doctor. I cannot wait any longer. Also, you know what they think of Italians in Germany, don't you?
But you would be with Eric, an esteemed general. Everyone will respect you.
That cursed girl. Where could she be? Let's hope she doesn't play any more foolish stunts. I'll wait for her here, in the cellar. Sooner or later, she'll go to the dark room. That's for sure.
I would gladly stay and keep an eye on her. But I must rush to town to organize the last few things for her hospitalization.
Thank you, Doctor. Don't worry. We'll see you later.
I think the game froze. Okay. Well, that was odd.
She's sleeping. I must take advantage of this. I will make her talk. She will reveal the truth out of fear. She thinks I can be silenced by calling me crazy. But unbeknownst to her, I will record everything. Everyone will know what you have done to your own daughter. Now I will wake her up and she will confess. You can bet on it.
What are you doing, my daughter? Why do you want to ruin your life?
I'm sorry. It wasn't me who just shot Mummy. It wasn't me. Dear God, what have I done? She forced me. She killed Martha. But who in the world will believe me now? They will take me to the mental asylum. Those rolls of film are my only hope. So that's who had the keys to my childhood bedroom. I could have guessed. My God, sooner or later more bombs will land here. Then everything will come to an end.
This is getting wild. I don't think we can do photos with the power out like this. It looks like the lights are all out.
Damn, the power is out. Without electricity, the dark room is unusable.
Okay. Thank you. That was the key to our old room, I think. The one down the hall from our current room.
At least now I finally have the keys to my old room. But why was it locked in the first place? Finally, I can enter my room. The puppet theatre. I loved it when I was a child.
Hear the white lady again. I have a feeling that's a glitch. Ooh, look at that. It's gotta be the town, right?
It's like being a child all over again. I used to play with the puppets by reenacting what was happening in my life. To clear my mind, I want to do it again. At the beginning of any puppet act, there was always the legend of the White Lady. Otherwise, the scenes I was reenacting were worthless. According to an ancient legend, the lakes of the area are haunted by the spirit of a young woman who was killed by the man she loved. A lover's nightly tryst by the lake. So much hope and desire, but death, not love, was awaiting her.
So we cut a fetus out of our sister, shoot our mother, and we decide to play with toys. let's do this. My love is not here yet, I'll wait.
My love is not here yet. I'll wait. Ah, what a beautiful moon tonight. You're here at last. What's going on? Why are you acting weird?
It's a very elaborate setup.
You cheated on me. I would never do that. I love you. I love you too much. The thought of you with another drives me insane. That's why you have to die.
That's not love, that's all you, buddy. You just want to control her.
What did I do to you?
If you love her, leave her alone. In despair, the man confessed he had killed her out of jealousy. They searched everywhere, but the girl's body was never found. Since then, her spirit, known as the White Lady, takes the life of a young woman whenever events take her back to that sad day. Help! Help me!
Now I can begin. First of all, let's clarify what happened the night before the cursed 16th of July.
You want to come with me to the lake tomorrow?
Do you want to come with me to the lake tomorrow?
I'm just going with what I know. Oh, you can do both. I want to bathe. Photos.
I want to take some photos.
Oh, that's cool. She's signing. That's really cool.
Let's go at dawn. Mummy sleeps heavily anyway. You know she's been taking that medicine.
I know there's not really a good way for them to do that since Martha is supposed to... Well, since Martha is dead. But that would have been kind of cool if they could have incorporated some sign language into this. Like, other than this, but this is still cool. She always sleeps in.
Wake me up! Did you see Lapo yesterday?
Oh yeah, it didn't occur to me. Julia was signing while she was speaking. That's cool too. I've heard, so correct me if I'm wrong, but I've heard, but a lot of it is it's not just the signs, but when you gotta focus on, you know, on a person when you're talking to them so they can see your lips move. Why do you ask?
I saw him leave the barn. Weren't you there? Sure, great idea.
And it's kind of cute that they used to do that.
Yes, it happened like this. Then in the morning, Martha went to the lake pretending to be me to show her pregnancy. She knew Mother was going to follow her down. Now I can only guess what happened when they met at the lake.
Yeah, she said something about undressing so she could see her belly.
So you are pregnant. Your sister was right.
She's not supposed to be able to speak, right? So I don't know what we could possibly say to her at this point. Wait, what? Undress and get into the water. Sure. That sounds really weird. Why would the mother do that? This isn't disturbing at all. Oh, that's dark. I'm kind of loving the sound effects too.
This
Makes me...
definitely didn't happen. Martha had a scar on her forehead.
Did she?
How did she get that?
The cane. Yep. Sorry. I know it's supposed to be the cane. I'm not sure what the knife would do. Yeah, let's follow the dialogue.
So you are pregnant. Your sister was right.
Yeah, let's go through that.
Get out of the water.
Dum, dung, 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 dung.
I didn't notice any mark on her head. Wonder if I should go back and look.
It could have gone more or less like this.
Yeah, let's continue.
I will never know exactly what happened, but I think I have an idea. And after everything, I shot my mother. No, I didn't shoot. What actually happened? It is all in my mind, but I can remember. I know I can.
I mean, I don't see what else could have happened. It's just the two of you. As far as we could see. Break? Okay, I see where this is going. 9 pieces.
A little arm.
If you know what I mean.
A small leg. And another little arm. Another small leg.
Or I guess in this case that would be 6 pieces.
Oh look, only the head is left.
Uh-huh. That stage setup is so cool. Okay, that's the bridge going to the crossroads, so right outside the house. Temperance.
I was under the bridge, but it was just a game. This, however, is not a game. I was just playing. It's just a bad joke. Under the bridge, the church, town, speak, the white lady.
We're in the bedroom with our mother's head. Oh. This is disturbing. I absolutely love it. Okay, so, fun story. The first time I ever saw this game, I was watching, somebody play it, and, I fell asleep, and I woke up and she was walking around with the head. I was just like, man, I think I missed something, because, I don't even remember what she was doing when I fell asleep, but I was like, and at first I actually thought it was the sister's head. I just, turned it off because I actually fell asleep, it was late. But, yeah, so that was my first experience with this. I was like, yeah, I think I missed something. Okay, so holy crap. Artillery? Yeah, the whole town on fire thing's getting a little too real at this point. So follow the candles, I'm guessing. That trophy was for playing. It says play the first puppet theater sequence. So she didn't just go to her room to play with the toys. She actually dismembered her mother somewhere in that process. What you want to do from there? Should we head back?
The power is back. Now I can develop the role and hopefully have my questions answered.
Oh, okay. For a second there, I thought something was like loading in. I was like, oh, the lights came on. The fact that you got rid of the body, wouldn't it have been a more compelling narrative if you didn't, cut her into pieces and bury her? Did we read this already? Yeah, okay, so we already heard all that. Here goes nothing. I recommend you wash your hands. We have a lot of photos in here, I think. We did that one. I didn't do that very well, but that was the one we took of the bunker. We'll scrap that.
The White Lady and her lover together. They loved one another in secret.
So that was the last infrared one we took of the kind of abandoned house up by the poppy field of the White Lady. Okay, and this is the poppy field I took after the previous one. I'll keep that. It looks pretty nice. that was the sunset I took. Okay, no good.
I will return to you, Martha. Together we will sort out everything. Just you and I.
Yeah, so that's one we took in the crypt.
Oh dear God, so it's true. I killed my sister. I did everything to hide the truth. Then I killed my mother to rid myself of the guilt. But she was nasty and everything was her fault. God, what does that make me? I don't deserve to live a second longer. Maybe I will see her again and I can try and ask for her forgiveness. But if there is nothing after death, at least I will be free from this suffering. I know it's not right, but I can't do this anymore. It was not easy to pull that trigger, but I did. Once again, though, I was not dead. They all died in the blink of an eye, as if it were the most natural thing in the world. But for me it seemed impossible. When I fired, I unintentionally moved the weapon enough that the bullet deviated and hit my eyebrow. I was bleeding and there was a great pain above my eye. The voices grew distant, but nothing more. I fainted and then regained consciousness not long after. I woke up tied to a seat so tightly that I couldn't feel my hands or feet. On the seat next to me was my father. He was breathing, but he appeared to be unconscious. The guy in charge started asking me questions. He kept hitting me in the face and head with some kind of short cane. It was so violent I thought my skull would crack open. All I could taste in my mouth was blood and broken teeth. I ran my tongue across my teeth, thinking to myself that I'd never be able to smile again. A frivolous thought, perhaps, but a painful one nonetheless. Part of my top lip was cut open and was hanging down. I foolishly tried to put it back in place using my tongue and lower lip. I threw up. They forced me to confess that my father had been carrying out all kinds of activity within the German army. Of course, I didn't know anything about it, so I tried to explain. But those punches... I would have done whatever it took to stop them. Whatever it took. Just after I told them what they wanted to hear, the general said, "All it took were 2 slaps and you sold out your father, you German whore." Then he ordered my father to be executed. It took less than a moment. He didn't even move. Then I took a blow harder than the previous ones, and I lost consciousness again. I woke up again on the ground, untied and completely empty inside. All I could feel was pain. Everyone was dead. I was now alone in the world. I felt a desire to hear their voices one last time on Daddy's recorder in the dark room. Provided the soldiers hadn't destroyed it, that is.
Now I will wake her up and she will confess. You can bet on it.
What are you doing with your father's gun? It's dangerous. Stop it.
Talk. Tell me everything now. Tell me what you have done.
Okay. Calm down. I will tell you everything. I found that strange note when I woke up, and I immediately realized that something was wrong. Something was up with you, aside from your usual quirks. I came to check, but you weren't in your bedroom. You had spoken about the lake, and I got worried, so I called your father, and we went to see what was going on. We found you sitting in your underwear at the side of the lake. You kept saying that nothing had happened, and you kept repeating things like that. I hugged you to try and make you feel better, but you did not speak again for days. What is happening to you?
You should tell me what's going on. I'm not going to that loony bin.
I would never have wanted this, but I'm afraid you will harm yourself further. You were really hurting yourself in front of the piano that night. What else could we do?
You killed my sister and now you're afraid because I found out. So you're making up stories, aren't you? But I'm not falling for it this time.
What are you saying? Your sister? Please, no. I was not well. I didn't know what I was saying. So many years have passed. You were little then. I thought everyone had forgotten that nonsense.
Shut up! Don't speak. Don't say anything else.
What are you doing, my daughter? Why do you want to ruin your life?
I'm sorry. It wasn't me who just shot Mummy. It wasn't me.
I didn't know who I was anymore. Everything had fallen apart. I was afraid of myself. My God, it was terrible. I had always been convinced that I was too good for myself, but then... I had become my own enemy. I was the danger. What should I have done? I thought about the puppet theatre in my old room. There I could find something in myself, perhaps. So I rushed to go play with it again. Mummy nearly died giving birth to me. This is what remains in my memory of my mother's, nanny's, and father's stories. I remember little to nothing of my childhood at home. I have to try, though. Maybe the important events I should know are right there. How are you, madam?
Okay, so she's kind of also acting as a midwife then.
I feel a sharp pain. Do you need anything? I can feel it. The time has come. Everything is ready. Help! Something is wrong. Erik, help! Irene is not well. How are you, honey? I'm getting weaker and weaker.
It was really good on the voice actress's side. The impression of Erik.
Doctor, hurry! Irena is sick!
She does sound like him, I think.
Don't worry, Irene. The pain you feel is natural. Push, Irene, push!
Oh crap. No! How do I...
Push, Irene, push!
Oh, you gotta go back and forth. Okay. Like, this isn't usually done with hand muscles, it's done with other muscles. They're making this really hard.
The baby is born!
The baby.
I feel sick. I feel myself wasting away. It's going to be okay.
The baby.
Oh, Mummy. She has suffered so much. I have hurt her so much. Ever since I was born.
Not babies, plural. She died.
Oh. Mummy, I'm thirsty. You just had a drink. Mummy, I have to pee. What am I supposed to do about it? You're unbearable. Mummy, I'm hungry. It's not time to eat. Don't piss me off. Mummy, I'm sleepy.
That's enough! Go to your room!
Hup. Ah.
Get out of my sight! I can stand you no longer! How dare you! I will make you pay for that!
I had no idea that was going to happen.
My hands are not enough! You need to learn properly this time!
I had a feeling.
Sorry, it was an accident, Mummy. Please don't hit me.
Dum. Dum.
This is just a game. Is it only a game? I believe the White Lady said that my lost memories would return in the place of my happy childhood. This is the only place I have ever been truly happy. Are these my memories, then? Is this actually my life?
There was only one baby at the beginning.
Glug, 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 glug.
What are you doing, Martha? You're only good for judging others, aren't you? But what? I didn't do it. So you learn to answer.
That's going beyond not getting Mother of the Year award.
Yes, I like that game.
And Martha's the one with the scars.
Can we play patty cake? Martha, don't you want to play with your sister?
They keep pushing me towards the picture. Mm-hmm.
What's up? Did Julia make you cry? I have not done anything.
Literally.
Now I will make you cry.
Of course you will.
You rude girl. Julia, play with your sister.
They keep bringing that one up.
What are you doing? Are you crazy? I'm angry with you. I will beat manners into you, you stupid little girl. Come with me now.
Oh no, I remember that one.
Sorry, Mummy. I'm so sorry. Come with me. I will put you in your place, girl.
Buckle up.
Sorry, Mummy. I won't do it anymore. I promise. Too late. These false tears won't help you. Stay still. Help! Now I'll make you want to bark. Leave my dog alone! There's no point screaming, stupid girl. No, Mummy, please.
It gets worse.
Insane.
Believe it or not, it gets worse.
Sure. Now I'll show you how insane I am. Help, Daddy, help! Screaming won't work. Your father is not here like usual. Eat it. No!
Why is it telling me about objectives now?
Eat! I won't eat him. I said eat!
The devil.
I was beginning to remember, but I was so scared to remember too much, especially all at once. I didn't have time to guess exactly what happened. It was making me too upset. Pulling out those memories was like trying to pull out a tooth on your own. Almost impossible, and far too painful. The White Lady told me that the church is a safe place and home to its children. Don Attilio, my priest, I have to talk to him. I have to call him on the telephone.
That trophy, the devil is for, it says play the second puppet theater sequence. Okay. Donatilio. Oh, look, there's a light this time. 6938. 69! Sorry.
Don Attilio speaking. Who is it?
Father, help me. They're all dead. Daddy, Mummy, everyone.
Julia, come to me immediately. Don't stay alone. It's dangerous. Come to town. You can stay here with me and we can talk about everything. Okay?
Okay, Father, but first I want to play with my puppets for a while.
Julia, don't be silly. Come to church right away.
The Fool. Which is complete all telephone calls for obtaining information. So what did they do with her father's body? Nope. So, I think I've mentioned this at some point, but the town is, you have to get to the crossroads and basically take a right. So another new location for us. I don't know if you can go there early on. I don't see why.
Thanks to the heroic assistance of Martha Kay, daughter of General Eric Kay, a mission devised by the partisans to steal weapons from the German army has been put to a stop. The same animals were involved in the killing of the general's other daughter, Julia Kay, and in an attempt to murder young Martha herself, the vile traitors were executed on the spot. Justice has been served for Italy, for Duce II.
Those boys, they had all been killed and it was my fault. They were my age, and a few of them were our friends. I didn't think it would go like that, but wasn't it obvious, really? What was I actually expecting? I felt like a coward. But what could I have done? Should I have betrayed my father? I loved my father, but I also loved my friend Lapo. Which side was I on? I just listened to my heart. I thought it was the right thing to do. But instead, it was the worst thing I could have done.
I do believe this is the building.
Once I crossed that threshold, I completely lost touch with reality. Everyone around me had died while I survived everything. I don't remember how things went. I just remember a big light and then photographs were being taken of me. There was a man dressed in white, a doctor, I presume. He was asking me questions, but I didn't understand what he was actually asking me. He wrote something on a piece of paper and then 2 nurses led me away. I was in the mental asylum. Some women were talking to themselves, others cried. Some were even covered in their own filth. Others were violent and tried to hurt themselves any way possible. They started to give me injections. What they gave me made my whole body shake. I broke my vertebrae and an ankle. I think it was called cardiazole or something like that. My body was like a fire that didn't want to be put out. When it appeared to be quenched, it would come back, even stronger than before. In the end, though, they won. There was no longer any need for therapy. Something inside of me had died, but nevertheless I insisted on carrying along this painful journey. I was stronger than I could ever have imagined. Who are you? Wait, wait. I want answers. Don't go away. Talk to me about Martha, please.
I think the implication they're going for in this is that Martha didn't exist. But at the same time, she is Martha.
Martha is dead. I killed her to take possession of her life. I will never find peace for what I have done. I feared that would be the case. And what about Mummy? Mummy is dead. Nobody knows that better than I do, unfortunately. It's useless to try and deceive ourselves. Did I do what I think I've done? Yes, damn it. It really happened. I cut her into pieces and buried her under the bridge. God, all that blood. My God, I knew it. What about Daddy? The soldiers? Did that really happen?
There was no body, but...
If I think back to that moment, everything is muddled. I do not know how to answer. No answer is perhaps the most painful answer. What about Nanny? Poor Nanny. She really had nothing to do with it. But she died in our villa due to the bombings. We saved ourselves for some time by taking refuge at her house. Privileges for being rich. Feelings don't count for much, though. My poor Nanny. I'm afraid to ask about Lapo. Lapo is dead. He was blown up by a landmine. He got into trouble and paid with his life. My dear friend. Poor boy. Just as I remembered, unfortunately. One last question. The pregnancy?
I think what they're kind of driving towards is that she was pregnant and probably had a miscarriage. That night she woke up and there was blood all over the bed.
Martha was pregnant. Her deformed baby died with her. Maybe she was in pain. That's enough now. All of these questions are pointless, aren't they? It's all inside of us. We just need to turn the mirror. Is it not all just the reflection of an unknowable existence? Nothing more than a puppet show.
I suppose so.
Ready for everything with open arms, even ready to kill.
Brace yourself for this. If you know what she's driving out there.
Legs always ready to run. The womb that conceived in sin. Lastly, the mind. To protect us, it has turned us into monsters. Either way, we cannot live like this, can we? I'll take care of it. I don't need to worry. I'll try to sleep if I can. I've got this. On the 26th of July, San Casciano was bombed and the church was destroyed. But I was not there then. I was already in the asylum. Once again, stubbornly, I was not dead. The bombs hadn't killed me, and I had also survived myself. The most absurd test and the hardest one. The war ended some time ago now, both out there and inside of me. I was on the wrong side of the gate, but now I can turn that page. Life is opening its doors again, isn't it? If I hadn't been so lucky to survive myself, I would have thrown everything away. We think that danger is all around us, ready to attack. But the more devious and misleading dangers are the ones that are inside of us. They grow without us realizing. They make us suffer, remain confused, and remove our self-respect. I would have wanted to ask for help, but I was alone. This is my story. Thank you for being here, for listening to me. Now I am ready to leave. How long will it take to get home?
Okay. So that was the end of Martha is Dead. I want to try and keep this short because, as you could probably tell from the ending, it's very open to interpretation as to what was really going on. I love this game. I thought it was really amazing. I know it didn't do well in terms of ratings, at least from what I saw, but I thought this was really beautiful and definitely worth the playthrough. And in fact, I watched it at least once before I played it myself, so the ending kind of really twists things around and messes with your mind, because on the one hand you have the story that we're experiencing throughout the game, right? And that's kind of the story I like to believe in when it comes to this. That's why I made those decisions at the end as far as the dialogue went. And I've heard other variations of it, so that's, I kind of wanted to hear if I just went with what we had experienced. And then when you get towards the end of the game, you start thinking about these like little things that came up throughout it that kind of suggest that it could be otherwise. And those questions at the end, I think, are really a big part of that. We saw ourselves, we were the ones experiencing killing our mother. Everything with Martha was pretty much done right from the get-go. Everything with the nanny, we didn't get to see or experience any of that. And as far as our father goes, we were not with it through most of that for obvious reasons. So again, we could interpret some of that in different ways. The part the responses, I kind of addressed how I kind of felt about them as far as what it was driving towards as the alternative possibility. One, that Martha never existed, that she was kind of an alternative personality to Julia. And I don't know which one is supposed to be which. I said that this game is tied to something called Town of Light, or Town of the Light. I think it's Town of Light. And Julia Kay's name comes up. So I think her birth name is Julia Kay. And so, like I said, they're kind of questioning whether Martha's even real to begin with. And if you kind of follow the train of thought on that a little bit, when we go back to the puppet show, with how abusive her mother was, I think the implication there is that she might have developed dissociative identity disorder, and Martha is the alternative personality to her, the one that's deaf and coddled by her mother because she just doesn't speak, as far as what we've seen. And then, of course, by association, it was even questioning if Lapo was real, and if we kind of look at the concept of the pregnancy, she woke up that morning bleeding. So it would, you could potentially assume that, she had a miscarriage. And so the one thing that I was kind of boiled at my mind was the idea that, if Martha wasn't real, then why the second bed? Why, the body in the main room, all that kind of stuff is, really brings up questions. So interpret it how you will. Drop in the comments to let me know what you think. But thank you all for joining, and I will see you all later.